You're hungry. You've been walking Tokyo for hours, eyes full of neon, feet made of cement. A convenience store glows like a rescue boat. You grab an onigiri, peel the wrapper, take one heroic bite, and freeze because suddenly you notice something strange. No one else is chewing. People are hustling past in suits. School kids are gliding by on bikes. A grandmother is power walking with perfect posture, but not a single person is eating while moving. In New York, that's normal. In Japan, it's a record scratch. Here's the mystery. It's not that Japanese people don't snack. Oh, they snack. They celebrate food with almost religious precision. Bento like origami, soft serve that tastes like a tiny vacation, street food that makes your soul feel like dancing. But watch closely. When they eat, they stop. They step aside. They stand near a vending machine or a shop entrance or a little bench that appears exactly when you need it, like the city itself is telling you, take a moment. At first, it feels like a silly rule. Then it feels like a magic trick. Streets stay clean, trains don't smell like someone's dinner, and your mind does this quiet click like a camera lens snapping into focus. Because here, eating isn't multitasking, it's a micro ritual, a pause, a tiny bow to the food and to the people around you. Is it just manners? Is it history? Is it science? Or is it a hidden system that makes big, crowded cities feel strangely calm? Today, we're opening that box. We'll decode the cultural software, the psychology of attention, and the simple moves that let you travel Japan like a local without becoming that tourist. Ready? Let's unwrap the truth. Picture your first day in Japan, jet-lagged, pockets jangling with coins. You discover the sacred triangle, convenience store rice ball, perfect coffee in a warm can, and the unstoppable urge to keep moving. You step outside, take 2 bites, and then you feel it. Not glares, not judgment, just a gentle friction with the flow. Everyone else is purposeful. People peel off to the side to sip. Teens huddle by a vending machine, finishing juice before rejoining the stream. A delivery guy parks his bike, wolfs down a Nikuman, wipes his fingers, and bows toward traffic like he's re-entering a stage. Even the city feels designed for pauses. Tiny ledges by shop doors, postage stamp parks, those mysterious yellow tiles underfoot guiding the blind, and, let's be honest, nudging the rest of us to be mindful. You try to walk and eat anyway. The wrapper rustles. A drip lands on your shoe. Suddenly, you realize there are no overflowing trash cans to hide the evidence. Trash isn't vanishing for you. You're carrying it. So you stop. You stand by a vending machine like you've been doing it your whole life. And a funny thing happens. Your food tastes better. The salmon in the onigiri says hello. The rice doesn't just fill you. It centers you. By the time you finish, the city accepts you back into the current. The rhythm makes sense. You're still you, just smoother. Like Tokyo buffed a rough edge off your travel habits and handed it back polished. Let's decode the why. First, there's a TPO, time, place, occasion. In Japan, this little acronym is like social GPS. It asks, is this the right behavior for this exact setting? Eating isn't bad. Eating while moving through a shared corridor of strangers is a mismatch. On a crowded sidewalk or train platform, the occasion is transit. Your job is to be streamlined, predictable, compact, non-spilly. Food turns you into a hazard. Hands occupied, gaze divided, crumbs airborne. TPO whispers, park it, then eat. Underneath that sits, social harmony. Imagine a sidewalk as a living organism. Every sudden stop, wrapper crackle, or sauce drip is like grit in the gears. If everyone avoids tiny frictions, the machine runs silent. That's why you feel the city gliding, because millions of people are micro-optimizing for one another. Now, the Henshu psychology, multitasking isn't a flex, it's a tax. When you eat and walk, your brain ping-pongs attention. Navigation, food control, social scanning. Cognitive science calls this a switching cost. You don't notice it, but your taste drops, memory of the meal blurs, and you're clumsier with your surroundings. Standing still shaves off those costs. Your body devotes more bandwidth to flavor, posture, and awareness. That's why the same onigiri tastes more Japanese when you pause. You freed up CPU. There's also motenai, the feeling of what a waste when something good is treated carelessly. Spilling food on the street, letting wrappers fly, scarfing without appreciation. It feels wasteful, not just messy. The pause is a tiny ritual that turns eating into gratitude. It's the difference between gulping and honoring. Urban design reinforces all this. You'll notice few public trash cans and very clean streets. That combination seems impossible until you realize the system resets your default behavior. If bins are scarce, you're nudged to finish food where you got it, sort trash properly, or carry it with you. Fewer roaming snacks means fewer sticky sidewalks. Cleanliness stops being a job and becomes a norm. There are, of course, contextual green lights. On the Shinkansen, or long-distance trains, lunch is expected. There's a tray, a seat, even a whole subculture around ekiben, station bento. At Matsuri and festivals or specific tourist streets, vendors serve portable food because the entire space is designed for it. Wider lanes, standing zones, and posted guidance. Notice the pattern? When the place supports eating, tables, bins, flow control, TPO flips to go ahead. And in some historic towns, officials have politely asked visitors not to eat while walking on narrow, crowded lanes, not to scold, but to protect both residents and the experience. Social cues become signs, become habits, become culture. Zoom out, and the rule isn't about food at all. It's about attention. Japan treats attention like a public resource. When you pause to eat, you give a little attention back. All right, how do you do this the Japanese way? 1. Pause with purpose. When you buy something at a konbini, look for a cheat-in corner. Or step just outside and stand to the side, near a wall, vending machine, or the store's facade. Think out of the stream, not blocking the flow. 2 minutes of stillness, instant cultural fluency. 2. Use the built-in ritual. Before eating, a quiet waita itadakimasu. I humbly receive sets the tone. After a soft hadat gochisousama is the thank you. You don't need to be loud. The act centers you. You don't have to know the train rule, like local subway trains. Avoid eating super crowded. You super know. A closed drink is fine. Shinkansen, Shach Limited Express. You are eating as expected. Use off ekabanura for heaven. Use the tray table, tidy up, and seal smells if possible. Tip. Many bentos come with tiny toothpick forks and moist towelettes. Use them. 4. Street food exceptions. At Yachoki's Matsuri, Wartsor festivals, and certain tourist streets, tabiaruki is normal because the space is designed for it. Standing tables, wider lanes, visible bins. Follow the crowd's pattern, not your impulse. If there's a posted request not to walk and eat, honor it. 4. Trash mastery. You'll often carry your trash for a while. That's normal. Sort later. Burnable, plastic, bottles, cans. Pro moves keep a small muriet zip bag for sticky wrappers and a handkerchief. Common in Japan for quick cleanups. Gua smell plus spill awareness. Strong aromas travel on tight sidewalks and trains. If it's oily, crumbly, or loud to unwrap, save it for a proper spot. If you drip, a quick insumimasen. Excuse me, plus wipe restores harmony. 7. Micro table hacks. No bench. A low wall, a quiet corner, or even the little ledge near a ticket machine becomes your table. Think of the city as a dojo. You step off the mat to reset, then you re-enter with intent. A drink dynamics. Sipping while walking is more acceptable than chewing, especially bottles with caps. Still, avoid slurping on packed trains. Finish near a vending machine or station bin when possible. 9. Travel kit. Wet wipes, tissues, handkerchief, a zip bag, and a foldable tote for convenience store hauls. With this kit, you're never that tourist. You're the person who moves like water. 10. Mindset shift. Don't see pausing as a restriction, see it as an upgrade. Food tastes better, streets stay clean, your attention resets. One tiny habit changes the whole trip. Make these moves for a day and watch Japan open. People relax around you, staff smile a sharibiata, little wider, and the city feels like it's quietly cheering. You get it. Here's the secret. This no eating while walking thing isn't a rule. It's a rhythm. In a country where trains land on the second and gardens look like haikus, the pause before a bite is a tiny act of respect. It says, this food matters, these people matter, this shared street matters. It's not moral superiority, it's maintenance of space, of mood, of attention. When you stop to eat, the world sharpens. You hear the wrapper whisper, the rice breathe steam, the city's hum soften around you. For 60 seconds, there's no competition between hunger and hurry. You choose presence over momentum. That choice compounds. Cleaner corners, calmer commutes, fewer collisions, better flavor. And you carry that posture back home. Maybe you sit for your coffee or you put your phone down for dinner. Small rights, big returns. That's the quiet power of Japan. Harmony, one micro ritual at a time. Next time you land in Japan, try the 1-minute pause. Buy the onigiri, step aside, whisper itadakimasu, and taste like you mean it. On trains, save the feast for the Shinkansen. At festivals, follow the flow. Carry your trash. Carry your grace. This isn't about rules, it's about identity. Are you the traveler who takes or the traveler who tunes in? Most people will watch this and forget by lunchtime. The top 1% will practice it today at home, at work, anywhere. Choose presence, choose harmony, choose to be the person who moves like water.